Okay, we are getting to hear about another protest against the Maharashtra BJP chief Raosaheb Danve's statements. We're hearing that now the Congress, along with the Shiv Sena, are also protesting against Danve for insulting the farmers over the tur dal issue. Just a quick reminder what he had to say. He said, and I quote, that farmers should stop cribbing over the falling prices of tur dal. So protests now coming in from all quarters, particularly from the BJP's ally, the Shiv Sena. Kamlesh Sutar is with us now. Kamlesh, so rising criticism to the comments made by Raosaheb Danve. Instead of, being sympathetic towards the farmers' plight, he is coming across as being highly insensitive and inconsiderate.
Well, indeed, and those who have followed Raosaheb Danve in the past, they know that he is known for making such high-handed remarks, if we can say, and insensitive remarks, so as to say. But the kind of the timing of the statement that was made perhaps would worsen the situation for the BJP. As Sahil mentioned, that the tur dal problem in Maharashtra, the procurement of tur dal price is an unprecedented problem. The agriculture minister at this point is on a junket in Australia. The food and civil supplies minister Girish Bapat, who is supposed to be handling the situation of getting together the pulses and distributing him to the public distribution system, is also touring on a junket in Australia along with him. And now we have the state president of the BJP who says that farmers continue to crib and uses abusive words against them, saying that the farmers continue to crib even whatsoever the state government does. So this is not only insensitive, this is also politically immature from Raosaheb Danve to say such statement, and also it kind of gives sense of how BJP leaders, particularly some of the leaders from Maharashtra, are highly drunk on power. This is nothing but sheer arrogance of power to refer to farmers like that, particularly in a situation that is so unprecedented, that has led farmers to commit suicides, to end their lives.
Yes.
And at this point, we have a state president of BJP using this kind of language rather than handling the situation. Will certainly come across as politically insensitive, but will also invite political problem for the BJP. The BJP will either have to ask him to take back his statement, ask him to resign, but that will also...
But that remains to be seen, whether he will be asked to take back his statements. What we're going to do is to just play out the reaction once again of Raosaheb Danve, and this is what he had to say.
सगळी 1 लाख टनाला खरेदी दिली आता पुन्हा परवा तरी रडतेच चाले महाकाळाने तुरी जगवाना ते आम्ही पाहू सगळी 1 लाख टनाला खरेदी दिली आता पुन्हा परवा तरी रडतेच चाले.
Okay, so the Shiv Sena really coming down heavily on Raosaheb Danve, slamming him for his insensitive comments, for him coming across as being very inconsiderate and compassionless to the farmers' plight. Sahil Joshi is with us. Sahil, I just want to understand this from you, that the opposition has accused the government of not procuring tur dal in huge amounts, something that the farmers had expected, this despite a bumper production. So what really is the problem, and what is the government doing to avert this?
See, the problem with the government right now is that even if the government tries to put in all machinery right now to procure the dal production happened in Maharashtra, it's going to be really impossible. If I can quote the figures at this point of time, the total tur dal production at this point of time in Maharashtra is around 20.34 lakh ton. And what Maharashtra government could manage to purchase at this point of time with the MSP, that is minimum support price of 5,050 rupees, it's only around 4 lakh ton. So what is the problem with the farmers is that they will not be able to get the price on which they have produced this particular dal. So that is going to be the problem. Now what the government has done is that they have extended the limit to purchase the tur dal at the government centers till 31st of May. But despite all the efforts, it will not be possible for the government to buy all the tur dal. Now what has happened is that last year the government should have thought about it. They could have overseen it, that there will be a whooping production of the tur dal, because even the last year the production was around 4.44 lakh ton. So that time the government had come up with the report, and it was told to the government that they should stop import of the tur dal. So what the government did is that they raised the import duty on the tur dal, but they did not see that the whooping production of the tur dal will have to be purchased by the government itself, otherwise the prices will fall down and the farmers will start agitations. So this is what the government isn't fixed. They know that they are not, even if they use all the machinery, they will not be able to sort out this problem. And the the statements like what the Danve has made is going to is increasing their problems. As Kamlesh was mentioning, the agriculture minister is on the junket at this point of time. So there is no one to answer what the farmers want. There is no one except.
No, but then what about the private buyers? Because you know, the hapless farmer has no choice but to sell the excess tur dal for a relatively lower price to these private buyers. So isn't the government, you know, speaking to the private buyers?
Exactly.
Yes.
See, that is exactly the problem. If the private buyers buy this excess production, the farmer will not be able to get the price which he was expecting.
Yes.
So that's why the government has fixed the minimum support price of 5,050, at which only the government centers can purchase that particular dal. So what the private buyers are looking for is that when these government centers will be closed down after 31st of May, in fact, the central government has refused to extend the deadline, but the government, the state government had to push the central government that there is a serious problem with the tur dal farmers, so they extended it till 31st of May. Now the problem will start when the 31st of May the government purchase centers will be closed down. After that, still as I quoted, till 10th of May, around 4 lakh tons of tur dal has been purchased by the government. So remaining dal, that is more than 15 lakh tons, is still in the market, and that is what is going to be the problem at this point of time, Avantika.
Indeed. For now, Kamlesh Sutar and Sahil Joshi, thank you both for joining us. With that, we're heading into a short break, but not before we leave you with a first look of superstar